Mr. Gardiner, so nice to meet you.
Very nice to meet you as well.
Can you give us some clearance about Trump?
Well, I'll certainly do that. Actually, I'll do my best to give you a big picture overview with regard to Trump's approach towards Europe.
Deze eloquent sprekende, introverte Brit lijkt in alles een tegenpol van Trump. Maar zijn ideeën zijn die van Trump. En dat bedoel ik letterlijk, want hij is een van de architecten van Project 2025.
This 920-page document would usher in the most conservative executive branch in modern American history.
It's written by an influential conservative think tank, the Heritage Foundation.
Bijna alles wat Trump doet is letterlijk overgenomen uit dit plan. En dat maakt Nile Gardiner een interessante spreker. Belangrijkste wat we van hem willen weten?
Are we still allies?
100% yes.
Even under Trump?
Even under Trump. In fact, I do think that Trump actually definitely believes in the importance of the transatlantic alliance. If anything, actually, I think NATO is going to be far stronger 4 years from now as a result of the Trump presidency. So we're already seeing the impact, of course, of Trump's approach, increased defense spending among NATO allies here in Europe, a sense of urgency with regard to the Russian threat. And so Trump's tough love approach, I think, is going to have a very positive impact here in Europe. So I'm taking an optimistic point of view, actually.
En als u thuis nou denkt, wat is dit? Dan bent u niet de enige, want dit lijkt lijnrecht in te gaan tegen alles wat Trump de afgelopen weken heeft gezegd.
You got to be more thankful, because let me tell you, you don't have the cards.
I think that what you may construe as bullying here in Europe, I think the Americans see it as decisive, persuasive pressure upon our allies.
Volgens Gardiner zal Trump Oekraïne blijven steunen, ook al noemde hij Zelensky een dictator.
A dictator without elections. Zelensky better move fast or he's not going to have a country left.
En hij zei ten onrechte dat Oekraïne de oorlog is begonnen.
Yes, you should have never started it. You could have made a deal.
En daarna trok hij ook nog de steun aan Oekraïne in, waardoor het land er nu slechter voor staat.
You decided if you're going to suspend military aid to Ukraine. Have you made that decision?
Right now, we'll see what happens.
En in de tussentijd schoffeerde hij natuurlijk ook nog Zelensky in die Oval Office.
You're in no position to dictate what we're going to feel.
Trump called Zelensky a dictator.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that Zelensky is a dictator. In fact, Trump actually later said that he didn't recall saying it.
Did I say that? I can't believe I said that. Next question.
But he said it.
Yeah, so it's on record, but I actually don't think that is what Trump would repeat today. In fact,
but it doesn't alarm you that the President of the United States calls an ally a dictator?
Well, that's Trump often says things that shock, sort of shock and awe tactics, in order to bring about real change, and I think that that's Trump's style. But at the same time, of course, if you look at his latest conversations with Zelensky, extremely positive, warm conversations about moving forward together, and so that's what I'm.
But Zelensky didn't have a choice, right?
Well, Zelensky.
Trump told him, "I have all the cards, you don't."
In a way, that's true. Of course, I mean Zelensky, a very courageous man. Is fighting for the survival of his country, and what Trump is offering Ukraine, actually, in my view, is very positive. It's an energy deal, it's a rare earth minerals deal.
So we're asking for rare earth and oil, anything we can get.
And so the more U.S. investment and stake you have in the Ukrainian economy, the safer Ukraine is from Russian attack. Putin's not going to attack Ukraine if you have large-scale US interests on the ground and US personnel there.
Volgens Gardiner moeten we Trump minder letterlijk nemen en kijken naar wat hij voor elkaar krijgt voordat we conclusies trekken.
This is the way in which I think Trump negotiates in order to get results, and clearly he did get a result with Ukraine in terms of a renewed willingness actually to work with the United States on ending the war. I would like, of course, to see far more pressure applied on the Russians. President Trump has made it clear actually that he is willing to impose crippling sanctions against Russia if they don't negotiate a deal. And I do believe that Trump is serious about going through with that. And the US, of course, could cripple the Russian economy. Joe Biden should have done this, actually, when he was president.
Als we hem moeten geloven, staat Trump nog steeds aan onze kant en zal hij de NAVO niet verlaten. Maar is het doel wel om er met harde hand voor te zorgen dat wij in de toekomst zelf voor onze veiligheid zorgen?
Trump wants to see Europe in a position several years from now where European nations can really defend themselves. It's not the United States abandoning Europe, it's the US sending a message to Europe that Europe's got to stand on its own 2 feet. And that's surely a good thing that should be welcomed.